All right. So I've been thinking about this for a while now. And I listened to this amazing podcast. I'm pretty sure I shared it in the team page, but just in case I didn't, let me share it with you now. I actually took a screenshot of it because it was so good. It was from your virtual upline, and it was titled Network Marketing Isn't a Sales Business. And it really spoke to me because one of the big messages from the entire podcast was that if you are not actually a business person unless your business is running itself even when you are not working. So I thought that hit me. Like, am I making money even when I'm not directly selling something? Because if I'm not, then I don't have a business. Are my teammates, are my coaches able to get people started and get people results and add new people to their team without me hand holding them through it? If not, then I don't have a business. And that was really like a gut punch because 2 or 3 years ago, our team was there. It was a business. People were running things, signing up, it was like a well-oiled machine. And today, I don't know that our team could claim that. We could claim it. Yes, we are still making money, even when we're not directly selling something. We are still able to get people signed up and started. However, I don't believe we are as successful in doing so and in maintaining that as we were 2 or 3 years ago. And I've been racking my brain trying to figure out why. And I have my own ideas of why, but I think this particular podcast really hit the nail on the head. I think way too many of us are acting like hobbyists when it comes to our business. And I think that we are not business people. We are salespeople, which is, if you remember when you signed up, was one of your arguments. You're not a salesperson. You don't want to be a salesperson. Sales make you feel icky. But this is what I was thinking after I listened to the podcast. When we run a flash sale, our team kicks butt because a whole bunch of coaches get in there and sell some stuff. But when it comes to like checking in on a daily basis or showing up for a team call or leading a successful challenge group, we don't tend to show up in the same way. And we need to get back there. We have become salespeople, and that is just not what the heart of this business is. So then I was also listening because, y'all, if you haven't noticed, the only way to grow and like stay engaged and moving forward in this business is personal development. I was listening to another call with Keisha Fitzgerald from The Collective group, and it was on consistency, which we say over and over and over is the secret sauce to our business. Well, if you're a salesperson, you don't have to be consistent. Every time we host a flash sale or every time there's a really good package like MBF, you can make some money. But if you want to be bringing in a steady income, if you want to be able to rely on this income for any reason whatsoever, or if you just want to be able to grow consistently, then you're going to have to show up when there's not a sale. You're going to have to show up when it's harder, maybe, to sign on a new client and to get somebody started. Consistency is how you build habits. How you build habits is not by jumping into every flash sale group or by riding the coattails of the people who are running the challenge group. And y'all, I know, I just told Jen, this is going to be a toe stomper. This is going to be a little bit of a come to Jesus meeting because you got to decide what you want. You do. The name that he kept calling people was hobbyist. And that's exactly what a lot of us are. but we don't claim it. We claim to be business people. So another thing that he repeatedly said in the podcast that really spoke to me was systems. If you don't have systems, then you don't have a business. If you have to be the person that people ask questions, then you are a salesman. You are not a business person. Now, I'll be honest, I don't feel like I'm the person everyone asks questions. I don't feel like many people are asking questions. So I don't know that this is a flaw of our team, or if this is just how some people have decided to direct their business. And if that's what you've decided, that's your business. That's not my business. I'm not upset, but just own it. Like, don't say you want something and then only show up when there's a sale. Don't say that, because you have to own it. You have to own the fact that you're either all in or you're not, and just be okay with it. It is 100% okay to say, this is where I'd like to be, but I'm just not willing to put in the work to be there. Y'all, I've been saying it for about a year now. I want to be fit. I want to get back into all the clothes that are in my closet, but I just don't really want to put in the nutrition work. So I haven't. So a lot of stuff, I just keep buying bigger sizes, and it frustrates the hell out of me. But I know I don't want to do the work to be there. Shame on me, because I know I'd be better for it. But that's just my mindset right now. And if that's your mindset about the business, then own it. Be honest with yourself. And if it's your mindset and you want to change it, then do the things you need to do to make the change. I know if I want to fix my nutrition, that it's time for me to plan, that it's time for me to have someone check in with me consistently. It's time for me to stop drinking hard seltzers every Friday night and Saturday night. It's time for me to make some sacrifices, right? It's the same thing with your business. It is not about how fast you go. It's about the direction you're headed. And some of us, we say we want to be somewhere, but we're not willing to steer the wheel that way. I'm trying to see what Christy just said here. My biggest thing is I want to grow to 2-star, but I don't know how. So this is what I'm thinking, Christy. This is the point of this call for me. I got out of the 2 podcasts one wasn't a podcast, one was in the collective, but the podcast and then that video from the collective, I took all these notes. They're all sitting here in my agenda. And I'm putting them together thinking, this is what our team needs to do. The truth is, we have systems. We do. I don't believe that myself or us as a collective has done a good job of teaching them very strategically. So we have, and I know we've just gotten really back into them, and we've scheduled them to be the first Tuesday of every month. We have these amazing opportunity calls. Guys, only 3 people took advantage of that last call. And I don't mean 3 people that were invited. I mean 3 coaches. So if you're telling me that your goal is to grow your business or to grow your income, then why didn't you invite more people to that call? You know that we're going to have another call on Tuesday in the first Tuesday in September. It's September 8th. Are you already talking about how coaching has impacted your life? Because if you're not, you need to start, because September 8th is 2 weeks away. You can't wait until September 6th or September 7th to start inviting to it. You've got to start breadcrumbing now. You need to build the habits. So the whole time I was listening to that call and he kept calling people hobbyists and salespeople, I thought, yeah, those are the people that are constantly like, oh my gosh, we got this new program. It's amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then for the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, crickets on Instagram stories, or only a couple posts here and there talking about like what their kids are up to, or I don't know, what's happening at work or what they did on the weekend kind of thing. And again, if that's your jam, you keep on keeping on. But if you want to grow, then you've got to stop being the hobbyist and start showing that we're not selling products here. We are helping someone lead a lifestyle. Y'all, since quarantine hit, I was so worried about hitting Success Club. And I'm not saying this to brag. I am not. I was so worried about hitting Success Club. I said to myself, I'm not going to stress out about this because I am not going to ask people to spend money if they don't have it. I was dead set against being that salesman. Since we were sent home in March, I have not missed Success Club a single month, and almost every single month since then has been double digits. Today alone, I got 2 more clients and hit Success Club 12. The reason is because I am not perfect. Lord, if you could see me right now, some of you would be like, Lindsay, what the heck is wrong with you? I look about the same as I did right after I had Laurel. My health is fine. My fitness level, whatever. But it is, I am showing up every day. I have started taking 1 day off a week from social media, and it's usually a weekend. Today, it was today actually for me. And I still posted a couple things here and there of like my kids playing in the backyard and stuff. Still closed all my rings today. Still did everything I would normally do. I've stopped treating this like I need to hit a number or I need to do this or I need to do that. And I've started treating it as this is how I do life. And I'm going to share it with you. And that's why this has not become a problem for me. Today, one of my former students, she was my student last year, her mom signed up as a new client, and immediately after, she gave me her sister-in-law's information, email address, phone number, and everything she wanted, and she signed up too. Because I show up every day. Not because I showed up because MBF was a really hot sale, which it totally was. It totally was. So if you took advantage of it, props to you. But the reason why she got not just herself, but her sister-in-law involved too, is because they want to make a lifestyle change together. And I am excited for them, not excited about the sale. I'm excited for the change that is happening in their life today. So you need to ask yourself, who do you want to be? Do you want to be the sales lady who helps somebody? Because I love a good sales lady, I'm going to tell you. I love it when I walk into a store. Today I walked into a store and I thought I was getting shorts for $12.99. And when I got up to the register, they were $7.99. So I went back and got another pair. I love a sale lady and I love a sale. However, does that mean that store is going to be the store that I go to every time I need a pair of shorts or every time I feel like going shopping? Probably not. I just happened upon a sale today and I took advantage of it. There's no relationship there. There's no like, I need this in my life because now my life is better there. The reason why people keep buying Fabletics or people keep buying the Zaya stuff that you see now out is because there's a relationship. They're probably in a group where the person is sharing every day how this clothing is allowing them to live their best life. We need to show up every day and show people just like us that this is allowing us to live our best life. We don't want someone to buy the MBF package and then cancel their Shakeology before it auto ships. We want someone to buy the MBF package and realize that this nutrition is going to change their life for the better and make them the best possible, healthiest version of themselves they could ever ask for and stick with it. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for the sale. So I wanted to share something with you because y'all, we've had this, but maybe you haven't realized it and maybe it's my fault. Maybe I've done a really poor job of sharing this with you. But this, y'all can see my screen right now, right? I'm hoping that's a yes. This is a third-party tool. So not only do we have this as a third-party tool, we also have our call, which again is going to be September 8th. So write it down, put it in your calendar, and start talking about it now. I'm not saying you have to talk about the call itself. I'm saying now is the time to start breadcrumbing all the amazing things that this business does for you. Y'all, every single frickin' Thursday, Christy posts in our team page asking us what we're doing with our income that week. And pretty much the only people that take advantage of it are me and Christy. That pisses me off, I'm gonna be honest. Because number one, you all, it doesn't matter if you're making $5 or $500 a week or $5,000 a week. That money is benefiting you. You're getting something from that. Maybe that $5 is you going and getting a coffee one day a week that you're not paying for out of pocket. Maybe the $500 is your car payment. I don't care what it is. I don't care how much it is. You don't have to tell anybody how much you're making. All she's asking you to do is comment saying how you're using that money to bless your family that week. And if you're not using it, that's a blessing. There aren't a lot of people in America that have money they don't have to use coming into their bank account on a weekly or monthly basis. Just saying. There's a lot of families, if you just look left and right when you walk out of your house, that are living paycheck to paycheck right now. And if you're getting something from Beachbody that you don't have to rely on, then you're blessed. You can share that. Not just that, Christy takes the time to take our picture and make it look nice for Instagram stories. And yet, people aren't taking advantage of it. All you would have to do is literally save the picture to your camera roll and share it. That's all you'd have to do. And you'd be sharing with the world at least a minimum one day a week of how this business is benefiting your family. That's the easiest thing I can even imagine. I know some of you are thinking, I don't like talking about money. Me either. Makes me green in the face and want to throw up, right? However, when I'm talking about the fact that I can now put my son in a virtual classroom support group because I have this income, that I can talk about. That I'm going to shout from the rooftops about, because I'm a single mom, and not only am I paying for my daughter to go to pre-K, I'm now paying for my son to be in a group, because I wasn't ready to walk away from teaching y'all. I had the opportunity because this business has given me the opportunity, but it's my passion and I'm not ready to walk away from it. That right there is a testimony about the business itself, about coaching itself, and about our team. Share those things. Nobody has to know how much money I'm bringing in. All they have to know is that my family is living its best life because of the money I'm bringing in. And I show that by showing up every single day consistently, not just by inviting to a phone call. But with that said, I have shared this PDF with more people in August alone than I have in the entire 2 or 3 years that Team Grit and Grace has existed. Shame on me for not using it more sooner. But I refuse to leave this phone call tonight and not make sure that you are fully aware that we have this tool right here in our Google Drive for you to use with someone who might be interested in the same thing. You have our phone call to invite to, and you have this PDF to share. And you should be sharing your love of coaching and what you do as a coach on a daily basis. Because if you're not a hobbyist, if you're not a salesman, you're working your business every day. You are doing the vital behaviors every day. Showing up for yourself, exercising. I can't tell you how many people, since I linked my Instagram stories to my Facebook stories, how many more people I'm reaching. What a bad move on my part to not have them linked. And I knew it was so simple, a button to push. You only push it once, you don't even have to push it every time. So here it is, a glimpse into building your business with Team Grit and Grace. We are literally giving people the opportunity to create an income while becoming the best versions of themselves. They don't have to sell jewelry. They don't have to sell skincare. They don't have to sell makeup. They don't have to spend 30 minutes showing how they get themselves ready in the morning. They don't have to do any of that. They literally have to say, I want to be better. I want to be healthier. I want to feel good in my own skin. By the way, why don't I just run a business while I do it? Why don't I make myself better and maybe inspire someone else to do the same thing? That is literally what we do. We better ourselves and inspire others along our journey. What an amazing job. And it's not even a job, because in my opinion, I don't have to be here in order for the job to happen. I don't have to be on my phone 24/7. If I did, if my business, if my clientele stopped working, stopped like even existing when my phone was turned off, then this would be a job. It's not a job. It's a business, because even when I'm asleep at night, people are still watching my stories. They're still getting inspired. This is exactly what we're offering people, a plan B. Right now in our world, I feel for people who don't have a plan B. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine being in their shoes. Thank God 6 years ago, I decided to do the thing I said I'd never do, to do the thing I knew I wasn't qualified for, to do the thing my body didn't look like it was supposed to be doing, because it gave me my plan B. Building a savings or vacation fund. How many of you have taken your kids on vacation this year with your Beachbody income? How many of you have money in savings only because of your Beachbody income? How many of you have paid off a student loan? How many of you pay your car payment? How many of you pay your mortgage or your grocery bill? How many of you paid off the surgery your child had when they broke their elbow? I mean, think about this. At some point, some people can fire their boss. Guys, I really was, 2 weeks ago, I was really in a situation where I was crunching numbers. I was looking up independent healthcare policies, because I had the opportunity to fire my boss, to leave my school system and just work for me. And I'll be honest with you, I still could do it. I still might do it. Maybe at the end of this year, I decide, you know what? I did what I needed to do last year. I stuck with it. But I'm still kind of pissed that they don't care about me as much as they should. So I'm out. Maybe I'll decide that. I can. I have that ability. Create freedom to spend your time how you want to. Create freedom to spend your money how you want to. This entire PDF goes on to answer all the questions that people have about what we do. If you don't know how to answer the questions, you should read the PDF. You should read it, and then this will give you some opportunities if you go back 2 calls ago and listen to the call on dealing with objections before the objection. You've got loads of ideas right here. Oh, you don't have time? Well, here, let me tell you how we run our business. You don't like free trips? Okay. Hey, whatever. Maybe you don't. I don't know. You do you, boo. Here we actually have some like common objections. Like I don't have the need for additional income. And when someone says this, like, I don't need the money, I just want to say bullshit. I mean, I'm serious. Like, I don't need it either, but I'm not going to turn it down. I mean, for crying out loud, who are you? I mean, maybe you're Paris Hilton. I don't know. I don't want to be the annoying salesperson online. Well, okay, so I'm just going to be very honest with you. And again, love you, mean it. But here's the real deal. People who say this to you see you as a salesperson. And they see you as a salesperson because of the way you are treating your business and the way you're showing up. If you're showing up when there's a sale or a promotion or a new product, then that's how they see you showing up. If you show up because this is your lifestyle and this is what you do and you're just sharing it because it makes you feel damn good about yourself, then they are never going to say to you, I don't want to be the annoying salesperson. If they're worried about being the annoying salesperson, they think you're the annoying salesperson. I'm just saying. Sorry, but that's the truth. I don't feel like I'm bothering my friends and family. I don't believe my friends and family feel like I'm bothering them either, because I'm just showing them how I do life and how it works for me. There's all these things. Then the stuff that makes us the most uncomfortable. So this is the part when someone starts talking to me about income and how do you even make money? How do you do that? This is where I clam up. This is why this third-party tool that we have right here created for you that you can literally copy and paste out of our Google Drive and share with people is so amazing, because it does the dirty work for me. The stuff that makes me want to throw up is all right here on this paper. Right here where it says, let's talk about money. You don't like talking about the fact that you make a certain amount? Then don't. Direct them here. Tell them the things that you've been able to do with the income, and don't tell them how much it is. This is literally the easiest thing you can do, is to simply share the third-party tool with people. All right. We also have one strictly for challenge groups. I don't know if I have access to that one, Christy. Would you share that? And then I'll make sure to upload it. Yeah. So I have a feeling that the majority of us kind of clam up when it comes time to talk about these things, because we feel underqualified talking about them. We feel like we're not making as much as the Melanie Mitros or the Ashley Molsteads out there. So maybe we shouldn't be talking about the fact that this is, a lucrative business. Or we feel like we've only been doing it for a little while, so we haven't seen like the full benefit of it. Who cares? Be authentic. If someone's talking to you about this, they're talking to you about it because they believe in you. They're following you and talking to you and asking questions because they trust you. They feel comfortable asking you those things. So Christy shared the link to that third-party tool right here. I'm going to also share it in the underneath the recording when I post this in the team page. But y'all, today or tomorrow, whenever you watch this call, you need to start sharing about the coaching opportunity. And I am not saying invite people. Do not treat this like a flash sale. Do not treat this like a promotion or a new product or a promo, whatever. Don't treat it like that. For the rest of this week and for all of next week, I want you to share what you do as a coach and how this business blesses you and the people you love the most. That speaks so many more volumes than you saying, I have an opportunity call tonight. I can't wait for people to join me. Would you like the link? Comment below. And I'm guilty. I've done it too. But you only have the right to make those kind of posts if you're showing up on a consistent basis. Just going to say that. You're only allowed to say, I've got this epic sale right now, blah, 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 if you've been showing up every single day for the last 6 months. If you haven't been, then you don't have the right to post about a sale. Because if you haven't been showing up every single day for the last 6 months and you just post about this opportunity call or about this flash sale that your group is running or that this promotion that is like killer right now, because let's be real, MBF is by far the greatest promotion our company has ever given us, okay? But you're not allowed to talk about those things if you aren't showing up. Because if you talk about those things and you haven't talked about a darn thing for the last 6 months, you're the icky salesperson. The point blank. That's just how it is. If you don't feel comfortable talking about certain things, then figure out a way to just make it part of your life and to share that piece of your life. I don't feel comfortable talking about money. But the fact is, every single Thursday, money gets deposited into my account. And if I don't share that with the world, they don't know. People in our world do not know that Beachbody's payday is on Thursday unless I tell them. Somebody asked me yesterday, one of my good friends, her husband asked me yesterday. He was like, how much do you even make with that? Maybe because we were talking about building homes or buying homes and what it looks like when you are married and you have double income, or when you're single and you have single income, for interest rates and things like that. He was like, you just need to stop selling stuff. I mean, how much could you be making? Just stop selling for a little while. And I was like, I make full-time income. Like, I make what a teacher makes doing Beachbody. And he was like, what? He doesn't know that because I haven't shared it. Shame on me. He follows me on Instagram. He watches my Instagram stories. He just sent me a Bible verse last week when I was really struggling with whether or not to leave my school system. So shame on me for not sharing that more. Makes me uncomfortable. But if I don't share it, people don't know it. How many people out there might benefit from knowing that? It's our job to share, and not just our workouts. We do a real good job sharing our workouts and our shakes. It's time to move beyond that. And when you feel uncomfortable, you have these third-party tools. That's what they're there for. This is the system. You share your life consistently. You invite to the third-party tool. We go through it together, and then we get them started. It's a system. Use it. All right, I'm going to stop recording.